Good morning, welcome to the Morning JB Show. I'm your host, James Bourman. If you are coming through, please do like, drop a comment, let me know if it resonates or offers value. And please share if you like. Look at this view. Does it get any better than this? Should really be in there. So listen, this morning, we'll just do a quick one. We're going to talk about being present in the moment. Now, I want you to think about that time that you set up to watch a football match. Say it's the FA Cup final. Say it's just one of the Sunday Premier League games. Okay. And I want you to think about how present you are in the moment in terms of it coming about that game. All right. Probably during the match, you'll very rarely look at your phone. You probably talk to your mates, but you're just super present, super focused on the screen and watching the game. Thinking about when you're solving a problem at work and you've got all the board members in, and you're discussing a problem in your business and the presence that you have in there and how present you are to that conversation. There, now, I want you to think about how much presence you have in terms of your relationship with your wife. How present are you in comparison? How about your children? How present are you with them? Now, for me, one of the main things that women want more than anything is a little bit of presence from you. Okay? Not present, but presence. Okay? And that means being there, listening, communicating. Not just being in the room and being completely distracted with your brain taking you several different places, but actually being in the moment and listening and being right next to her. Instead of hearing her, you're listening to her. Instead of seeing the kids in the room and you being distracted by 12, 15 different things in your brain, being present in a conversation with your kids or playing with your kids. One of the things that I found for the last couple of years, is, whilst improving myself, is that I would spend many a time never really present, okay, with my partner and my kids. I was in the room, I was there visibly in the environment, but I wasn't present. I wasn't present at all. And women just want presence. They just want you to be there, they just want you to help out, they just want you to understand and considerate. Fucking hell. Considerate their thoughts. Have consideration for their thoughts and processes. But we don't do that when we're so distracted in our mind, right? It's that state of mind where you're still thinking about work, still thinking about the match, still thinking about the person that cut you up. So I often talk about, everything I kind of talk about is kind of like controlling and managing your mental state and your emotional state. I talk about a transitional routine from going from work to a personal state, so you can be in a beautiful state of mind to be able to enjoy your personal space. It's about learning to control, okay, and manage the state of mind that you're in to be present. So when you watch a football game, nothing distracts you, right? That's important to you. But sometimes I think we take those relationships around us for granted, so we don't actually be present in the moment. I was playing with my daughter yesterday, who's 3. I was working at my table, and she came up and she went, "Dad, you can play football?" And like normally in the past I've gone, "Oh baby, I just got to finish work." But you know what? I just stopped and we played for like 20 minutes. She's like 3 years old. And then I look at my big 2, who are 12 and 14, and I think about how many times that I wasn't present for them. If I carry any form of regret, it's the fact that I wasn't more present as a father to them as a kid. I was too busy off being in Afghanistan, doing military exercises, going out on the piss, taking that time for granted. And I missed out on a lot of time, which is why I left the Royal Marines in the first place, to rebuild my relationships with them. And I have a great relationship with them, but I still carry that guilt because I just wasn't present. in the moment. I took it for granted. I'm too busy thinking about other shit that's not there. Not taking that moment and saying, I'm going to stop and play football just because I'm going to stop writing some copy for a project that I'm doing. What's more important? If I died today, I made the right choice in playing football with Alba. So I'm just going to touch wood that I don't die. Fucking hell. But do you see what I mean? There's a bigger picture here. I find that for men, in terms of finding fulfillment and happiness and clarity on what they want in life, it's actually right in front of us. But we're so busy following and hunting other things and thinking about other things that we forget those things. And then when I work with guys who are going through divorces and splits and marriages, and most of them tell me that it's because they weren't present and they didn't put it in a relationship. A woman can only do that for so long. Kids will only take, oh, I'm busy, for so long. Kids don't care how much money you earn. They don't care if you're the CEO of Apple or a postman. They don't give a fuck what your job is or how much you earn. They just want cuddles, love, affection, playtime. That's it. And those things should be the most important things in your schedule, in your state of mind. So I want you to go away in summary and just kind of think about what you're doing with your time. When you are in a room, are you present? When your wife is talking to you, are you listening? Are you understanding what she needs? Please don't take your relationships for granted. Over the last 2.5 years, the amount of broken men that I've spoken to because they've lost their wife or their kids don't talk to them because they're too busy on the road working or too busy focusing on other shit that does not matter. It's really important, and I talk a lot about health, mental health, emotional health. One of the main things that is the most important thing in your life should be family, should be the people that are closest to you. Your attention is elsewhere. It's just worth reflecting. It's hard to hear sometimes. It is hard to hear. But it's true. And I believe that if you are going to grow as a human being and a man and have some stability in your physical, mental and emotional conditioning, and in terms of having fulfillment and happiness, you've got to start being present with the people that matter and listening. I hope that helps. Hope you have a great day. I'm going to go enjoy this view. Tomorrow, if it's like this, I'm going to bring my swimming kit and we're going to do a live in the sea.